Okay, so we're gonna try round 2 here. See if this works. I am not gonna risk trying to go through the cutscene that's painful for everyone anyway, because it blasts out your eardrums. So, yeah, hopefully this continues to work. If it doesn't, I have a plan B. I have a contingency, and it's all fine. Everything's fine. So, let's go ahead and see if this works. So I went ahead and got through all the cutscene. So I should be in Brigitte's room. Oh, is it Brigitte or Bridget? I'm already betraying my Penvillin knowledge here. Because I'm trying to think. I think it's Brigitte? Right. And Bridget's the other one. Is Bridget the one who did the sport or whatever that had the trophy? Is that right? Am I thinking about things right? I'm really testing my memory here. So yes, everything's fine. It's fine, everything's fine. I pushed the button and nothing happened. Oh, great. Why is it not? Oh, that's concerning. Hold, please. Why did something else have to happen? This is completely unrelated. My shortcut is just not working. So, you know what? I'm just gonna click it, and you're gonna see my beautiful background, and then we're gonna go in. Because I can't explain to you why that didn't work. So, play nice. Yeah, so you can see I saved the game. Please work. But I still have it pulled up, so I think I'm just gonna do continue game. So, we are in the game. Everything is fine. So all you missed was the big spooky red eyes that scream at you out in the front of the house. And then, honestly, I think I just blacked out for everything that Mrs. Drake said. I really don't remember anything she said. It wasn't that important. It was, we think we're better than Americans. Don't get mud in the house or take stuff, order food. Linda feels sick. She's not ready to talk to you. Something like that. I don't know. I'm paraphrasing. So, anyway, a hearty congratulations. I really love these just like endearing little side plots they had for Nancy's friends in these early games. They really increased the level of like the mysteries and stuff that everyone was solving. Because we started with like the Hardy Boys are helping their neighbor install a satellite dish and a big screen, not a flat screen, a big screen television. There is a distinction. This was 2004. There's a big difference. And then we get to the later games and they're like, chasing down criminals, trying to find the Romanov treasure, normal stuff.
Henrik! Henrik!
Okay, we had a sound alert and it worked and things have not broken. So, everything's fine. I always thought it was so funny they would have emails, but you would always get some sort of notification you couldn't send anything, only receive. Yeah, it is interesting. Wouldn't that be hilarious if you could send like custom emails to Nancy's friends in these games? That would be amazing. Yes, the fingers crossed, the game is currently working. And here's the obligatory email. Just a reminder, your current phone plan does not allow for the sending or receiving of emails outside the continental United States. Hopefully your decision not to upgrade to a more flexible, albeit somewhat more expensive plan has not caused you too much inconvenience. And then what's happening? Oh yeah, sailing camp. Bess and George were going to the sailing camp. So that was an experience. Outgoing text or emails was a programming nightmare. I mean, especially if you could make it customizable, that's still a pretty complex system these days. So, I mean, that's fair. I just think it would be awesome. Yeah, we're not going to worry about calling anyone yet. Check.
I'm finished with that.
Oh, come on. Figure out where the conservatory is and talk to Mrs. Drake. Talk to Linda ASAP. Okay. Yes, things are currently working. And we're not gonna jinx anything. We're all gonna hold our breath, and everything's fine. Everything is completely fine. There is no need to be upset. There is no need to stress.
A
Everything is
tripod.
okay.
For a camera, maybe?
Anyone else upset we can hear the clock ticking, but it's not actually moving?
You look a little upset.
Anyway, I'm gonna order some food.
Boar's Head Pub, this is Tommy.
This is my
Hi,
favorite
this
part
is
of this
Nancy
game,
Drew.
honestly.
Right, Nancy Drew.
The
out
slow
at the old
blink.
Blackmoor Manor, are you? Cool.
That's where we're at tonight. It's just really where we're at.
But we'll fix you up for some Bex and posh. Just tell
What
me
is that
you like.
mysterious ticking noise?
Okay. What do you have?
We've got some loop-de-loop, bangers and mash, a real fine pinky and perky, and a delicious dog's eye, me fork and knife, just rubber-ducked. Hello?
Just
Could
the
you repeat
silence,
that?
as Nancy has
Sure,
no
we've
idea
got
what's
some
happening.
loop-de-loop, bangers and mash, pinky and
Okay,
perky,
what
and a
food are we
dog's eye,
ordering,
and they're all
guys?
Robin Hood.
What do we think? You guys have like a go-to that you order in this game, that you order more than other things? Okay, we have one vote for Dog's Eye. We have the cat back. If you Alt F4 my game, I will walk out of here and stop this stream and not restart it. Okay, one vote Dog's Eye. I think 2 bangers and mash. That's a good one. I've made that myself too, and it's quite good. Ooh, another one for bangers and mash. Pinky and Perky. Thinking bangers and mash is probably gonna looking like it's coming out ahead here. So let's go for the classic.
Bangers and mash.
Rightio, Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder.
I always get Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder, but part of me just really wants an excuse to say this voice line, so we're gonna go for
I'll
it.
be eating alone, thank you.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it
I
at
love how
your
he doesn't have any
Oh,
response to
we've got
that.
cold potato
Of
about,
like,
so it might take a
ma'am,
bit, but we'll have it up to you in no
I
time.
don't want your
Listen to
bottom
this.
in my face. Anyway, I don't understand why you can turn the light off in here. Anyone else know why that's a thing? Perfect timing. You were here while it works. We had some technical difficulties. Wait, what, Casey? Casey, did you not know you could turn off the light? Yeah, you can turn off the light. There's no point to it because then you can't do anything else. So that's why I don't understand it. Easy hotspot for the team to make and give you options for chaos. You didn't know that either, Tori? Guys, how did you not know you can turn off the light? So fun. Are there other games where you can just turn off the light like that, or is this the only one? I like the style of this room and how like funky it is, but it also is a bit overstimulating, to be honest. There's quite a lot going on. You didn't know either, Jill? Johanna didn't know. Rick, what? You guys, none of you guys knew. That is amazing. I can't believe I knew something that you guys knew. Okay, I can't believe it. I know a lot of stuff with this game. There's still stuff I don't know. If somebody has figured out the mysterious way to... Ma'am, stop. The way to trigger that additional dialogue with Nigel where he sticks around and figures out some things about Nancy and talks to her to try to not give too many spoilers. I have not figured out how to trigger that, but apparently more than one someone, I think, has triggered it in-game, and I have no idea how. I need to stop that. Do you know where Ethel sleeps? I still have so many questions about that. Because it's definitely implied, if not outright stated, that she sleeps
John
here.
Hanvelin.
It's also implied that Nigel sleeps here. And there's no room for either of them, so I really don't know. Also, see, guys, this is Granny. This is not Gorf, it's Granny. Gorf is the other frog. Whatever has to do with solving Mercury statue when Nigel's not there. No, it does not. Because here's the thing. You can do it in the middle of the night, and Nigel will appear out of the ether to be spooked away, even if it's like 2 a.m. and he's not there. He just appears. I have tried multiple times. I actually have save files on here that are entitled something about actually doing that. Hi, Mom. Hope you enjoy supper. Hopefully by then you'll figure out how to trigger Nigel. Probably not. I have tried for a lot of hours to figure that out, and I have not gotten it yet. I did figure out how to trigger the frog dream, and I was pretty pleased with that. No, Mom, you didn't miss any of my stream, really, at all, because I had technical difficulties for an hour. Ethel's super creepy. She probably sleeps in the tunnels. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me. The frog dream is the best. It is quite delightful.
I haven't done that. Can't check that off till it's done.
2 words. Web search. You've been able to trigger all the spooks in the game. The key is just sleeping a lot. It really is true. If you just sleep a whole lot and drag out the game forever, you will trigger most things. Wait a second. Where is this key coming from? Nancy does not have a key in her inventory. But a key magically appears to unlock her suitcase. I have questions. Also, what's in her other suitcase? I want to see that. Also, this is a relatively empty suitcase, given how much more you could fit in here. You wish it worked like that in real life. I wish I could just summon keys out of nothingness. That would be great.
Wonder what goes there.
I wish I could just summon a key itself, personally.
Something fits in here, but
Sadly, it's
what?
not that simple. Oh, back up. Nancy. Okay, so we've ordered food. So let's go out and do some stuff and come back. Should we do the...
Do I have to learn this?
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Oh.
Jane does not like French games, apparently. Okay, so here's another thing that probably a lot of people
Forget it.
know,
Stay in Italy as long as you want then.
know about
Some
this.
kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
What did I already miss it? Please tell me I can back up and look at... Okay, I can. So, I did not find this until I was an adult, and I played this game as like the second game I ever played of the Nancy Drew series. Did not realize you could click on muddy footprints going up to Linda's door. Obviously, the implication being that she was the one outside in the cutscene that, well, none of you saw because it glitched out. Yes, you can see barefoot, muddy footprints going into Linda's room. It's only this first time when you go up to her room, and then after that, they're gone. Yeah, I did not find those until I was an adult. So, I mean, I'd literally played the game dozens of times, probably, easily, and had never seen that. You guys hadn't seen those either. It's so specific because you have to intentionally look down, and they kind of do blend in with some of the floor. So I can definitely see that being an easy one to miss. I'm going to go ahead and do the fun stairs because I like the stairs. Also, if you haven't seen Tori's video with the Taylor Swift song in this, it is hysterically funny. You need to watch it. Whoop whoop. Whoop wop bling bling. Okay, so I need paper. Okay, we're using technology. I'm typing it on my phone. Well, hello, sleuthy teacher. Glad you made it. You're just in time. We had some technical difficulties, and we are here and hoping that the good luck continues now. Well, hello, Terry. Is this the answer? Do I need to start just streaming at 7 instead? Because we have so many people showing up to our chat now. Okay, wait, so what was the first one? I'm getting so distracted. Okay. Bling. No, not being. Aren't it? At least there's not autocorrect when you write. Whoop. I'm typing this in my phone. That's alright, Ricky. Glad that you could show up for at least some of the time. It's gonna say wash because autocorrect is fighting me. Bloody. Not, no. Okay. Whoop. Wah. You're more than welcome, Tori. It is an amazing video, and it's so funny, and I love it. And now it's all I can think about when I think of these stairs. Okay, bang, bang. Okay, so let's see. I know there's like 3 extras you don't, or 2 extras you don't ever use. Yeah, you don't ever use that one or that one. So it's only these first ones. Okay, so bling, blooding, whopping. I'm trying to imprint this into my head. Are you going to try to do as much as possible before you talk to anyone? I might have to do that. You know what? Why not, Casey? Let's try to see what we can do before we talk to anyone. Okay, so I know we can't do anything involving going into Jane's room because we automatically talk to her when we go in her room, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, whoop, bling, blooding, wah, bang. Okay, so bling, whoop, wah, blooding, ooh, whoop, wah, bang, bang. Okay, nailed it. The goal was definitely to make people think Taylor Swift whenever they get on these stairs. Well, you succeeded. At least in my case. My cat is determined to make everything difficult for me. I want to know why no one yells at Nancy for just making all that noise on the, Now, okay, does Lulu count as talking to somebody? That's the question. So I guess let's go ahead and do the box, too, if we're going to... Right, bye, Ricky. We're going to try to do as much as possible if we're talking to anyone. Okay, so I know we got to look at the chart. Because you can finish this before hearing it, but there's the song that tells you about her favorite night of year, and that tells you to use Bruma. Well, it tells you about the solstice, I guess, and then you have to look at the internet, which it's not even available for us yet because we haven't heard the song, and then it would tell you about Bruma. So, let me maneuver around my cat. No! Stop! Okay. And then we need a picture of the coat of arms up here. And then that tells us our colors and which animal symbols we use. So the middle one is going to be the lynx. Nope, that's not how it works. The lynx. And so the Lynx is going to be just blacked out. One time I played this game and never triggered them singing the ballad. It was so sad. That is very sad and a bit weird. Because it happens to me, I think, multiple times in a playthrough. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Draco. So this is going to be, it's on the top, so it's solid red. There we go. And then let's do Leo the lion. It's on the right side, so that's going to be red with the that. And then the bunny is the bottom one. So it's green. And then the fish is on the left side, so it's going to be this in blue, right?
Wonder what this is.
Here we go.
This lens is supposed to go into a telescope that sits on a tripod.
I'm already not ready for the slider puzzle over the door because, well, yeah, it's a bit challenging. Also, our food has not shown up. We left our room and came back and we do not have food yet. That is disappointing. Okay. So we have that.
I'm finished with
Oh,
that.
we can even check stuff off. Well, cool.
Can't check that
Nope.
off yet.
Yeah, check that off yet, because we haven't talked to anybody. Alright. You know what I'm going to go ahead and do? I'm going to go ahead and save the game. We're calling it, it's working. Also, is anyone else really weird and names their save files like this? Where they're numbered and have, like, decimals and everything? Just me? Okay. That's what I thought. You have to go to the library for food to come. That's interesting. Hi, Gabby. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing tonight? Go to the library, come back, the food will be there. Ah, okay. Yeah, naming them what you did last in your game makes a lot of sense, especially if you like pick it up and put it down a lot and have a lot of time in between, so you're not necessarily going to see. Okay, let me... Yeah, so I think maybe it's that you have to go in there into Linda's room, and then after you've gone in there once, the footprints go away. I'm thinking that's what it is. Okay. I don't think you have to have just gone down the hall and back, and that has worked before. Yeah, at least like further into the game, it's like any time you leave, it appears. But maybe for the first time, it takes going to the library. So we could actually, I think, see about going ahead and going on a ghost hunt. You name your save files with outrageous names, depending on mood. I mean, I feel that.
Welcome, my adventurous friend. Don't tell my sister.
It is
but
seared
there are
into my
ghosts in
memory
Blackmoor
forever and ever.
13 of them to be exact. The problem is they're very shy, so they only come out when it's very late at night, usually just after.
You admire my
midnight.
organized
And even
save
then,
files.
they only show up in
Well,
quiet
I
places,
appreciate it.
like the Great Hall
It will
and the
be really
hallways and the
something
conservatory.
once I get into,
They
like,
only come out
Icicle
for a very
Creek,
short period of time.
where I've played through the
After
game
confined in
and had, like,
all 13
100
ghosts
plus
in the
save
time you're lost. Come
files.
back here and I'll give you a prize.
I love the later games where you really can just add
So who's ready to
basically
go
an
next?
infinite amount of save files.
Oh dear, my watch tells me that the ghosts are not likely to show up right now. Come back between midnight and 4 a.m. Farewell till then.
Okay, so now we know when to come back for the ghost hunt. I wish you could look at some of the books in here. or just explore more of the library. Because, like, there's a second floor, at least, to the library, and you can't explore it, and it's very upsetting. Because, like, you can see up here, there's more bookcases. And I think when I was younger, I never really noticed that that's what was up there, that it was like a second floor. I want to say there's a spot, yeah, right here. So right here you can actually see there's like a railing, and then back behind it there's bookcases. So there's definitely a second floor. You want to go to a second floor so badly. Just got notified Kalina's going live in 30 minutes. Oh, to tell me that the notification worked? Interesting. I'm gonna have to try to look into that more, because I'm telling you, I've never gotten one. But yeah, there's no way to get up to the second floor of the library. Like, there's not a door or a ladder you can't access. Also, is it just me, or is there a ladder here? Like, there's a slight glare on my monitor, so I'm trying to see better. But I feel like this looks like a ladder that's going up potentially to a third floor. So that's actually my suspicion, is there might even be a third floor. This library makes me mad. It feels like there's so much lost potential. Yeah. I would agree with all of that. You're blocking the rest of the library. Well, I mean, it's not a staircase. Well, and then you get kind of another view there, too. You can't see that ladder, though. But I swear there's a ladder going up taller there. Could also be for the bookcase that's in front of... Could be. I'm gonna choose to believe it's even more library, because I love libraries. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if our food has arrived. Because food is the most important part of any Nancy Drew game.
That must
Aha!
be the food I ordered.
It is here.
Bangers and mash, huh? Looks like sausages.
It looks
to
so
me.
empty without Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder.
This smells delicious. That hit the
Nope.
spot.
I love eating the food. Don't like the eating noises. And because I'm this person, we're going ahead and ordering more food. Because that's how I play this game. I don't know about anyone else.
Horsehead, this is Tommy.
But I
Hi,
always
this is
immediately
Nancy
order
Drew.
more
I'd like
food
to order some food.
right after
Ooh, we've got
ordering.
some loop-de-loop
Like,
bangers
after I
and
eat the
mash,
food,
Pinky and
I then
Penny
order
and a
more
dog die,
food.
and they're all Robin
So then the
Hood.
next time I come back in the room, there's food. And then once I finish eating that food, then I order more food. And so it's just this never-ending chain of food. And I feel really sorry for whatever delivery person is bringing all this. I have questions. So I have said... Hold on, let's figure out what we're getting. What are we getting this time? Let's go... Let's
I'd
go
like
Pinky
some
and Perky.
Pinky and Perky, please.
Good choice. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder.
Because of a Latin spelling issue, you didn't solve it until recently. It's more interesting living in your head without the ending. Let's say
Okay.
yes to Uncle Fred and
Alright
Johnny
then.
Rudder this
We'll
time.
come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato.
So, I have a question. This is clearly like a silver platter. This is nice. Now, I'm assuming, and like here we've got a nice plate, we've got real silverware. I'm assuming that the pub down the road is not delivering food on silver platters and little plates. So there's the question, is the pub delivering food on fancy dishes? Or is Mrs. Drake putting the food from the to-go containers onto fancy plates? And then where are they washing the plates? Because the kitchen blew up and you can't go in there. And so then how are they doing the dishes to get more plates for the 47 other times that I order food? You say it's being plated in the kitchen, but the kitchen doesn't exist right now because it blew up. So I would like to know how that works. Also, does that mean Mrs. Drake is going in my room all the time? Or does this mean that the delivery person from the pub down the road is also Like, what if they're going in my room all the time? These are the questions I ask myself. So anyway, moving on. These are some of the existential crises I have while playing. So I don't remember.
Key fits, but it won't
Okay, so that is that
turn.
key.
I need
So
to
we
put
can
some kind
so
of
we can do
grease
this
in there
puzzle.
first.
Okay, so we're getting Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder, so we'll be able to do that. But in the meantime, let's go look around here. Mrs. Drake can't stand the sound of styrofoam. I would not be surprised by that in the slightest. Okay, so does anyone have a favorite pen villain? Like maybe the crest or a portrait? We can't see it yet, and we'll see it later, but I like his crest a lot, Corbin's crest. It's pretty cool. Granted, it's very different than a lot of the others and more detailed, but it just let the dishes pile up. That's the real reason the kitchen's closed. Oh my gosh. Well, that also begs the question, when they did have a kitchen, who was doing the dishes in this house? Is it Mrs. Drake? Do they have household staff that we don't know about? I thought they didn't, because she specifically says that the pen villains are like really independent and they don't need to rely on other people or something like that. I don't know. So
It stopped working.
sad. So yeah, okay, so let's see if that food came so we could go ahead and do that puzzle. Corbin's came to mind first. Yeah, his is really, it's not come yet. Okay. So here's the question. Can we go to bed, wake up in the middle of the night, and like proceed into the next day, and then the food will show up tomorrow instead of today? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, I already don't remember. Do we have to get up at midnight? Is that when we go on a ghost hunt? It's fine. We're not on a time crunch. We'll just sleep for another day if we're wrong. My cat is on top of my keyboard. Oh no. Stop. No. Okay, all those spaces that just got added, they were the cat. Let's not do that.
So who's ready to go on a ghost hunt? Remember, you mustn't waste any time. Our little
Cat,
chums won't
if
stay
you get on the
visible for
keyboard
long.
while I'm trying to
So,
find the
on your
ghost,
mark,
that's going to be
get set,
problematic.
go!
I love how even as an adult, I sometimes like don't get all the ghosts without having to do it another time. Even though it's like I theoretically know where like most all of them are just by memory because, well, I've played it a gazillion times. But
3 down, 10 to go. Wonder what happened in there.
Nancy, this is not the time. Okay, there it is. I knew there's these ones like you have to come at them from a really specific angle. I am focused. We are going to look at chat after I've done this. I've lost count. Wonder if there's like a speed run record for... I'm sorry, what was that? No, there's not any over here. I think the only two in here was that one, and then there's the one up here.
10
Not
down.
this.
Way to go.
No! Stop. 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 That's not the kind of ghost we're hunting for. Run! Ah! Nope. Stop. Oh no, I'm missing one. Or two. I already lost count. How many am I missing? Oh. Oh.
There, ghost number 13.
Oh, I got it. Does anyone know if there's like a speed run record for doing this? Because I'm really curious. No.
Congratulations! You're one of the few people who have seen the 13 ghosts of Blackmoor Manor. As a reward, I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
Okay, let me see on the chat. It's like how when I first played, or when I played TRT this year, I missed the cutoff for Jacques being downstairs, so Hotchkiss didn't get her dinner until breakfast the next day. Oh my word. I feel like that's happened to me before. I've only played that game like maybe a couple times, and I feel like I did that one of those times. Every time I leave the room to walk down the hall, I have to look away because I hate the cloaked figure. I don't look away, but I have to brace myself for it. I love the ghost game. Me too. It's amazing. The little laughs, they're adorable. We need... what if we had like a stress ball that was shaped like the little ghost, and when you squeezed it, it made that giggling sound? That would be the most ridiculous thing ever.
But a word to the wise, if you're wearing a hat, hang on to it, have fun!
Alright, bye Shannon. Thanks for coming by for a little bit. Hope you have a good night. I don't like these random little sound effect noises that I keep hearing. I don't like it one bit. Okay, let's... totally buy that stress ball.
What is that?
I would love it.
Oh, maybe I'd better have a look around.
I don't like it. I don't like it. There's nothing here. Like, you can look around all you want, but... Lulu! Stop trying to jump scare me! Stop it. So there's nothing here to see, so let's just go back to bed. Just wanted to hear the spooky laughing noises that really there's not an explanation for, I feel like. What if all of it's Lulu? Like the laughing was Lulu too. Okay, so let's see. I guess let's go down to the library and then come back and we'll see if our food is there. This is what I get for saying no Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder the first time.
Gazoon tight.
My gosh. That shouldn't have been a jump scare. Heavens to Betsy. Am I winning? I don't know. But the winner is Lulu. I don't know if Lulu is winning, though. Well, the fact that the stream is functioning right now means that I'm winning. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Compatibility mode coming in clutch. It's weird for me, though, that I didn't have any issues with that, I feel like, with the final scene, which is an older game than this one. So that's a little bit weird. But, yeah, I don't know. Food? Oh, come on. Come on. We have to order food again.
this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
I'd like some Pinky and Perky, please.
Good choice. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
Okay.
All right then. We'll
I'm
come
running
round and
Windows
liquidate your
10.
glory. Baked potato.
And it's weird, I didn't have any issues running recordings and all of that with this game in Streamlabs. I didn't have any issues. But I spent this whole game ordering food, honestly. Same, if you hadn't noticed. Oh, there keeps being little sound effects, and I don't like it one bit. Like, what is that? It's like doors closing. Like, who's opening and closing doors right now?
Fascinating piece, isn't it? James Penvellin sculpted it in 1591, although it appears that wand was added at a
Because
later
it's the
date.
curse
He
of
was
Blackmoor
quite a
Manor. Clearly it's
flamboyant
cursed.
figure and never married. But one day, a child appeared quite mysteriously in the
Did I know they're
castle, and he took
discontinuing
her in
Windows
as his
10 in
ward.
October
That was
2025?
Eleanor, and many of the
I did not
townsfolk
know.
believed her to be a
I'm very
changeling
offended by it,
or
honestly, because
fairy
I like
lady.
Windows 10. I've heard a lot of questionable things about Windows 11 with people having issues with things not working right on it. It's not very motivating.
Merci.
You had issues with dog crashing on Windows 11? Weird. Let's go wander around the hall some. Pfft. It's okay. Scared to get Windows 11? I forgot to do a shot of honey before starting the stream, and my voice is suffering a bit for it. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't trust Windows 11 yet. Me either.
That must be the food I ordered.
There's my food.
Looks like Pinky and Perky is turkey. I knew that. Tommy's cooking is beginning to grow on me.
And do we get to... No, we don't. We don't.
That was really good.
I really thought you could just take a piece of turkey before you knew you needed it. Apparently you
I can
cannot.
use my Johnny Rudder to grease up that lock outside
So that's
Jane's
disappointing.
room.
I really thought Nancy could just take a piece of lunch meat without knowing she needed it and just walk around with that in her pocket. Oh no, but it's our honey, so it's gonna be really bitter. It's gonna be very runny. Yeah, that's true. I've been given a shot of honey from our bees. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I think that did help, though. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Keyhole.
This'll loosen things up in there.
Yeah, we have bees, if you didn't know, and we've collected honey from them, but we were giving them a lot of sugar water to help them build their structure in the hive, and we didn't exactly time things the best. Ma'am, move your tail out of the way of my mouse. We didn't exactly time things the best, and so... Oh, no, you can't do... What? Oh, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Never mind. I was gonna say, I thought I could do this. Here's the problem, though. I've got to look at my... You guys singing in the chat. So I need to look at the picture from my thumbnail, ironically, because I need to see. Ooh. Need to try to see what the tapestry says, because I don't have it memorized. You know what? We're looking up Universal Hint System. That's going to be faster. Anyone else's audio muted? Was I just not talking? You had to leave and come back? Weird. I don't have an answer for you. I wasn't knowingly muted, but things were probably quiet for a second because I was focusing on trying to find the tapestry here. Okay, tiles around Jane's door. I want to just tell me what the tapestry says. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to try to do the puzzle for real. I'm just pulling up the order of the tiles. So it starts, so it's moon, strength, toast, night. Moon, strength, toast. And the night is like way far away. I don't know what was happening there, Casey. Maybe it was an internet issue or something. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to do this. Okay, so it was toast and then the night. So it's the night, then charity, and then the angel. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So we're temporarily barricading Jane in her room. Honestly, it's really a fire hazard, if we're honest. Given that we're also up on the second floor, so if she were to go out like her window in her bedroom, which I don't think, like, those windows are not very big or accessible, are they? And debatably not openable. But we are definitely blocking her in. Okay, Charity, the angel, geometer. Oop. I might be having a bad strategy here, but you know what? This is what we're going with. Geometry, geometer, and then Father Time, Folly, Dawn, Time. I get it. I got it. I got it. I did not look at the solution. I did the thing. Alright, Jane has been freed. Run up and down the crazy stairs. Jane doesn't care. Apparently Nancy pounding on Mrs. Drake's door in the middle of the night is the only disturbing sound. Oh yeah, because we're making a lot of noise outside of her door. Yeah, I honestly was not expecting to be able to... Why is it making the noises? I don't understand. And why does this look like a peacock? And why does that look like this crab from Moana? Anyway. I don't like the gap in the whatever this is right there. You added 11 paw pennies to all. That is so specific. I don't understand why 11. Okay, so we can go ahead and open that column. But now I'm curious about what is the other thing you can do without talking to someone. Bye, Kalina. Good luck with your stream. Don't know how much longer I will be streaming, but I would like to kind of have some decent progress before we call it, since I started so late. You can also get the moon key. Right, because it is with this. Okay, I was thinking that you use this, but then I was second guessing myself that that was wrong. Oh no, I don't know the order of this. I'm looking for the information on this. Well, okay, I say that. Is that enough to trigger it in my web browser? Okay, yes, so it is triggered. And I think it's in... Is it in that order? We're gonna try that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is this order. Okay. So we start with Aries, Taurus. I love the music in this game. Delightful vibes. Capricorn. Am I tripping? Or do none of these look like this? I guess it has to be this one, because even though it doesn't look the same at all, it's the only one left that could be that one, I guess. You would say Courage your favorite soundtrack? Wow, that was loud. Bye, Sleuthy Teacher. Have a great night. Thanks for joining the stream. I will not be streaming too much longer, partially because I want to see Kalina stream myself, and I know that's starting very soon. Okay, let's go open up this column. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can do before we're talking to someone. I think it's that way. Not 100% sure. We can go yell into the well. Which begs another question I have. Why? Well, not why. How is Mrs. Drake getting the water for all of her plants. Because there's no water down here.
Doesn't work. This must be some kind of well, but where's the water? Anyone down there? Anyone down there? Hello? Hello? Anyone down there? Hello? Hello? Anyone down there?
I love how Nancy
Hello?
is wanting to know if there's someone down there. Yeah, why does Nancy think someone might actually be down there? These are the real questions.
A carnivorous plant. Cool. Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
I think I looked this up and this is definitely like a fictional medication. I'm pretty sure all of them, all the medications we see in the games like that are like maybe close to something real but not quite. Does she think the Penvolins keep people chained up in a dungeon or something? I mean, I'm not going to give spoilers, but there is a method of containment that we encounter in the end game of this. So do with that information what you will. Ooh, I know what else we could do. I know what else we could do before talking to someone. We gotta sleep for it, but... Nope, not that. Oh, we need to order food. Well, okay, we'll order it in the morning. I should have gone the other direction, it would have been easier. Can we talk to Linda before we end the stream? Absolutely.
What was that?
Excuse you. How did we get this scene before talking to anyone? This is so early. What? I was not expecting that to happen.
I wonder if these are what made those red eyes I saw outside the night
So
I
early
arrived.
indeed. Yeah, this is probably the earliest I've ever seen that scene trigger. Wait, do we just leave him on the floor? Oh. Okay. I don't like how that person just really vanished into the... Lulu, be quiet. Stop. No, get out of the honey. You cannot be a honey cat. No, stop. Okay. Let's creep on Nigel. Okay. I really want to know about this. The riddles I found in Corbin's secret room in France make reference to the Mercury column and how his key is held in hand, most likely a statue in the library, and that only by persuading Mercury to face north and lift his eyes to the sky will the wand/key be released. I'm sure the mechanism to move this is in the hidden passages Corbin refers to, but how to access these secret passages. So obviously we figure out about a lot of that. But the riddles in Corbin's secret room in France? I want to know about Corbin's secret room in France. I would love to know about the Penvolin history that takes place in France. It's a perfect way to make a curse sequel. sequel. I would love to have a sequel to Kerr, or a remaster to it, or really anything to flesh it out even more, because I love this game. It's definitely in my top 5 or 6 for sure. Would love a crossover correlation. Imagine a French Blackmoor Manor. Plus Jane's mom lives in Paris. Yeah, so I would love to see them do part of the game in, or like do a game where it looks at the Penvillian history from in France, because that would be, so it would be Corbin and, oh, I'm spacing on the names. Is it Edward? That was Eleanor's son, or is Corbin the son? Maybe Corbin's the son. But there's like 2 generations at least of the Penvillian family that live in France, because they flee there after Eleanor is burned at the stake or what have you. Which is really sad if you actually like read the details of all of that, because her son was like a small child when that happened. He was like 4 years old or something. The world building in this game is so good. We need more. Absolutely agree with that. That is one thing I really like with this game, is I feel like there's a lot of detail, and I think it's fantastic. And I would say Secret of the Scarlet Hand, even though it's not really one of my favorites, I can appreciate the fact that there is a lot of content there. Like there's a lot that went into that game, and I can appreciate that even if it's not one of my favorites. I feel like it could have been even better. I have my complaints with some of the gameplay, like the phone system drives me bonkers and can really stall out gameplay so easily if you don't know. Like you do one little thing wrong with the phones and you'll just miss something completely. But yeah. Can you imagine Nancy having to do something at an opera and Jane's mom is there, but we don't realize it until a bouquet of flowers is dropped off in her room signed Jane? Ooh, that would be cool. So almost like some of the vibes of Final Scene, but like combining that with Curse of Blackmoor Manor and then something totally new. That would be kind of cool. Okay, it should tell us in the notes here. Okay, so there's James and he adopts Eleanor. And then Eleanor has Edward. I was right, it was Edward. He's raised by a sister of Lecomte de Roquefort. So this is Eleanor's husband. So Eleanor's sister-in-law is the one who raised Edward in France. It's a bit unclear what happened, I think, with her husband. I want to say that he also fled to France with the child. Doubtful he or his son Corbin ever set foot in Blackmoor. Yeah, so then Corbin is Edward's son. So they were both in France, and then it was Corbin's son. Oh, there's a gap here. I'm testing so much. There's somebody who, like, is the descendant in this time frame who has this whole thing about, like, wanting to come back to Blackmoor and, like, stake the family claim again. Pretty sure there's a book with the opera thing as a theme. There is. Intrigue at the Grand Opera. Ooh. I'm loving the game ideas. Absolutely loving it. See, that's wild to me. 1775. So the card game in the Great Hall, Betty, is supposed to be from 1775 and she still works. That's a bit, well, impressive to say the least. Look at the notebook she refers to in the letter to her sister. So Brigitte, Penelope's granddaughter, studied astronomy. Yeah, so it's Brigitte that were in her room. Because Bridget is somebody else. I'm trying to remember. Bridget might even... Gosh, I don't remember where in the family tree Bridget is off the top of my head. But I know they're two separate people. She doesn't look like she's from 1775. Yeah, not really. I love this. Reputedly self-taught, since male teachers were apparently intimidated by her intelligence. Love it. We love to see it. Girl boss. Okay, and then this Edward Penvellyn traveled extensively in India and the Middle East. Spent little time at Blackmoor. Then it's John that brought back Lulu. And so Lulu is 80 something years old. I don't remember if we know exactly how old she is, but she's in her 80s, so she is quite old. Also, we know that Cuckoo from Ransom of Seven Ships, the game Kalina is playing, we know that Cuckoo is Lulu's granddaughter, but we don't know what happened to the son or daughter descendant, the male or female descendant of Lulu, like directly, like Cuckoo's parents. We don't know what happened to them. So it's very interesting, I think, that they went straight from... Well, hi, Rachel. Thank you for the sub. It's interesting to me that they like jumped a whole extra generation. I feel like they didn't have to, so I'm a bit curious why they did that. So, anywho. Also, anyone else notice this chair seems like really low to the ground? Just me? I guess this one seems kind of low too. I feel like I would be like having my arms up like this to see over the table because I'm so short. Hi Rachel, glad that you could join us. I don't think we'll be on too much longer tonight, but thank you for joining us all the same. Hope you enjoy watching the VOD. Okay, so it is the middle of the night. So we should sleep. Oh yeah, we've got the...
Scratch marks, like something was trying to get into my room.
Got the scratch marks already. We haven't even talked to anybody. Okay. Yeah, I really can't think of anything else that we could do before... Really can't think of anything else we could do before talking to somebody. Okay, let's go talk. Very offended they're not talking yet. Maybe I should go to sleep for another couple hours, because I want to try to see if we hear the song. We need to hear the remix. Let's wake up at 10. So I feel like she should be in classes, so I don't know why they're being so quiet. Why are they being quiet? Let me save the game, and then I'm gonna knock on their door.
We're in lessons right now.
You don't sound like you are. Why does there keep being the door closing sound effect? That is gonna drive me bonkers. Wait, do we still have the footprints on? Do you guys hear that? There's so many weird sound effects happening right now. And I've never noticed it. Yeah, footprints are still here. So it's triggered by going in her room and, well, let's try going in her room and then go back out and see if they're still there. And if they are still there, then we'll talk to her. But I'm curious if it's just going in her room or if it's talking to her that triggers it. Nope, they're still there. So you have to actually talk to her. Yes, and you were ready to go mad from the door slamming. Kept happening to me in my replay. I feel like I don't necessarily always wear headphones when I play the games. So there's some of that, like audio engineering, I guess you could call it, that I don't always pick up on. So certainly on like the first time I play a game or first time I replay it in a while, if I'm trying to kind of get a good picture of the game experience, I always try to wear headphones because there's so much that you pick up on more and you experience the vibe and the atmosphere better, and so I try to do that.
Linda? Hi, it's
Hello.
me, Nancy Drew.
These are some very reflective
Drew.
curtains.
Our friendly neighborhood detective. Well, welcome to Blackmoor Manor. I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
You get lines up with when Nigel or Ethel are entering, leaving the manor, but I thought they were supposed to be staying at the manor. So what doors are getting opened and closed?
So, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like... I feel like something really strange is happening.
Could you be more specific?
Could I be more specific?
Honestly, Linda's voice acting in this is very fascinating. I think the voice actor did a really good job.
My mouth is dry,
Like, that
my
laugh
vision
is
blurred,
so
but
eerie.
that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy.
Has she
There are
voiced any
some
other
doors
characters?
that should never be opened.
I don't remember who voices
There
her.
are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known. That's everything you need to know. Now if...
Mummy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I don't think your
I said
lessons
no,
are
Jane.
over. It's 10 a.m.
Okay.
That was my stepdaughter. She
You're
can
going to
be
check on the
such a
voice
pest
actor?
sometimes.
Thank you, Professor Hotchkiss.
Anyway, I understand you feel an
Hello,
obligation to my mother. but
hello,
trust
Jane
me,
Penville.
there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend
Oh my
that you
word.
go home as soon
Not
as possible.
this. Jane, you're supposed to be in classes right now. It's 10 a.m. I don't know why you're saying that lessons are over. I really don't believe you. So now I wonder if, like, if I were to leave here and go, if it's still 10 a.m., can I go talk to her already? Or do I have to wait a while, even though she said lessons are over? I'm very curious. Don't tell Ethel. Are you sneaking out of classes? Rachel says, definitely loving your channel so far. Have you been an ND fan for a while, I'm assuming? Well, I really appreciate the compliment and glad you're enjoying the channel so far. You could say that. I'm trying to think. I'd have to go back and try to figure out the time frame. But I've been a Nancy Drew fan for at least 15 years. I think it's more closer towards 20. Not quite 20, maybe in the 18 range. But I have been playing Nancy Drew games for a very long time and still have not gotten tired of them. I've wanted to get this cat's bottom out of my face. Wanted to stream Nancy Drew games for a while now and just finally got started with that a couple weeks ago. So we are off to a interesting and chaotic start, but having a great time. So hope you continue to tune in and enjoy the content. Thank you for joining us.
Please, Linda, just tell me what's wrong. Linda?
But someone needs to give Rachel a demonstration of how things
I'll
work,
let you rest,
assuming
but I'll be back.
she may not be
I'm here
experienced
for
with
you if
the
you need me.
chaos.
Please, Linda, just tell me what's wrong. Linda?
But someone needs to give Rachel a demonstration of how things work, assuming she may not be experienced with the chaos. Okay, so now let's see. The footprints are still there, guys. Okay, that actually did kind of jump scare me. Oh, buddy. Okay, so... Yes, so I wanted to see. So it's still 10 a.m. So can I go in here and talk to her now? Even though it's 10 a.m.? I'm gonna save the game. Oh, hi, Abby. At the train stop, driving home. So glad I can make it. I don't think we'll be on too much longer, but appreciate you stopping in for a little bit. Carter is Ethel tonight. Yes. Based on what I've dug up on Linda's voice actor, she has some film credits, but Kerr is her only game. That's very interesting.
This is not a good time.
She lied to me.
Come back later, please. We're in lessons right now. I'm afraid we're busy. This is not a good
time. There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy.
That was Mrs.
It's
Petrov.
Mrs. Petrov. How is everything?
It's like, who's calling me?
Linda yet?
Literally speaking, no, but I did talk to
Oh,
her.
I guess this is an automated call after the first time you talked to Linda, isn't it?
And I've never known her to act like this. The last doctor that examined her said that aside from a little dry skin, which is not unusual for her, she was perfectly fine.
Why is she hiding behind that curtain?
I have no idea.
I can't point to it with my
When
mouse,
I
but
was
I
out
really
there
love the
last
stained
week,
glass window
I got fed
here.
up and pulled the curtain back. She threw a fit, but otherwise she looked absolutely normal. A little pale, perhaps, but who wouldn't be pale, cooped up like that? Something has changed her. Something in that house. Hugh is just as bewildered and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
I love that. We're the last hope.
Where is Hugh?
He was called to Rome. As a
Hi,
diplomat, he's
Mama.
always being called out of the
Thanks
country
for coming
without warning
back.
and without any say in the matter.
How was supper?
He'd much rather be there with Linda. Although
Nancy cold calling Mrs. Petrov, just saying bye after Linda's mom worriedly says, "Hi, what's going on?" is the epitome of stress-inducing. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing because I've done it before. It's amazing.
Although what?
it's just that Hugh said it hasn't been
We
very
are the
easy
last
for
hope.
him to talk to her lately.
Ooh, you made
Whenever he
lasagna.
calls,
So
which is at
good.
least once a
I
day,
love lasagna
Linda
so
always
much.
seems to fly off the handle for no reason, which doesn't make
My chicks
sense.
are just getting
Linda has
so
always been
much louder
extremely
with every
level-headed and
passing
even-tempered.
second.
She
I don't know
never
why.
gets angry. At least she didn't used to.
Who exactly is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
In what way?
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory, slouching around, trowel in hand, murmuring to herself. You'd think she was burying something.
This
Or somebody.
this seems like an unnecessary escalation in assumptions. I don't think we need to be
When you
that
were here
concerned.
visiting Linda, did you ever see or hear anything odd?
Yes, Mrs. Drake. Why do you ask?
LOL, I was looking at Kalina's stream and heard Nancy ask, "Where is Hugh over here?" And my brain was like, what the heck? How does she know Hugh? And why is she asking where he is? Oh, I love it. It's amazing. Oh, am I getting a friend? Am I getting a
Blackmoor
friend to show
Manor
off?
looks like the kind of place that most people would assume is haunted, don't you think?
I have a
Frankly, I was
friend
too worried
to
about
share
Linda
with
to
the
take notice of
chat.
much of anything there.
Oh,
Except
her
that
feathers
most
are
of the
coming in
rooms
so
I saw
good.
looked like they'd been decorated by a medieval
So
monk.
I have a friend to share with the chat. So this is one of our chicks, calling her Stripey at the moment because she has a big stripe on her back. She also has like eyeliner, and it's very cute. But yeah, she's grown so much. I don't know if you can see, but her feathers on the side are coming in so well. She is so cute. She's such a pretty chicken, and she is going to be absolutely beautiful when she grows up. And ma'am, Ma'am. Ma'am. No. Too much excitement. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot about this quote. Most rooms look like they've been decorated by a medieval monkey.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petroff.
Goodbye, Nancy. Oh, one more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit.
I'm being
if she
given
had
hand
to work.
sanitizer.
So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
Gotta disinfect everything. So we have 7 chicks right now, and they are basically a week old at this point. And they're very cute, but very loud. Thankfully, with the heating style that we're using, we're not using a red light bulb. And so they don't have light constantly, so they actually sleep at night, and that is delightful. My cat just jumped inside of a box and made a lot of noise. Okay, so we talked to her. The question is, do we want to talk to Jane or Lulu before we get off? What do we think, guys? Should we talk to one of them before we call it for a night? We could go ahead and talk to Lulu now. Or Mrs. Drake. But we'd have to wait until it's later to talk to Jane. So maybe we should save the Ethel jump scare for next week. Mrs. Petrov say this place was haunted. I don't think exactly, but I think she felt like this place felt like it gives you the heebie-jeebies a little bit. Talk to Mrs. Drake. We can do that. So I think the footprints are still out there, so I'm wondering if it waits until after you talk to somebody else. So I don't know. Okay, let's go talk to Mrs. Drake. I love the conservatory. I actually went through and counted the plants in here at one point, and there's like a lot of them.
All
Guess that
settled
wasn't
in?
obvious.
Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household. And if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
Okay, let's ask if is anyone else staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The
So
Pendulums
she's
have
doing
always
all the
been
dishes.
self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have 2 other house guests. Our Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvillan family history in the
Where are they
library,
sleeping?
and Ethel Bossany.
There's
Jane's
no other
tutor.
bedrooms. There's also not any bathrooms in this house, and I'm still upset about it. No, Susie, you did not miss it. I think we're getting off very soon here, but you're on for a little bit at least. You missed all the chaos earlier with the technical difficulties.
Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation. England is not the United States. We do things differently, or should I say properly, here. The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
Yeah, no, we're still going, Susie, because we had some technical difficulties and couldn't get it to work until 7, so we're just now getting to a stopping point.
Her mother told me she refuses to let anyone see her. Is that true?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything. All
Yeah,
I've
I got
been
things to
told is that
work.
Linda is
Apparently
unwell, and that in
compatibility
her
mode
stead,
was the thing that
I
fixed
must
it.
look after matters.
So,
Now, please, I really do not have time to entertain you. You may have the run of the house,
Don't stop.
but do not
Keep
break
going.
anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't
I mean, we can
yours.
keep going
2
if people
rules
want to keep
Jane
going.
seems incapable of
I just didn't
following.
want to keep people
And
from
before I
going to
forget, our
Kalina's
kitchen
stream.
is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather
I'm-
unorthodox.
I
I've
mean,
made
that is fair,
arrangements with a
Maggie.
local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be
Okay,
a
I don't know how to
programmed
do
number
this
for them
in
on
the
phone
chat,
in your room.
but
Feel free to order
can
whatever
we
you'd like.
can we take a vote in the chat? Who wants to keep going and who wants to get to a stopping point for the night? You're multi-lurking on both being mildly successful at multitasking. I know there's a way to actually put a vote in the chat. Yeah, like there's a way to do it. I don't know exactly how to do it.
I spoke with
Oh,
Mr. Tucker
that's
at the Boar's
not
Head
what I meant to
Pub,
click, but okay.
but frankly, I'm not at all sure what he said.
Yes,
Let's see if
his
I can look
language
at
is
what the
quite
command
colourful,
is.
isn't it? He's Cockney,
You're good either way.
you see. My brother Alan and I loved to make up Cockney rhymes when we were young.
Well, we might
We'd
stream
drive
for
our
a bit
governess
longer
quite
then,
batty.
if
Haven't
people want to
got a
keep
pot of
watching.
glue. Haven't got a pot of glue. Ha! How we teased her.
I mean, any point can be a stopping point if we want it to be. We haven't gotten very far, so honestly, if we could go a bit longer, it's probably a good idea.
Pot of glue?
A clue, dear. Haven't got a clue. Rhymes with glue, you see.
I'd like to play the card machine in the Great Hall, but it's
Because I
broken.
don't want this to be a
It's
thing.
not broken. I removed its crank, as it was
Need a
proven to be
mashup of
too
me
much
and
of a
Kalina,
distraction
apparently.
for Jane. I suppose I could see where it's gone to. But in the meantime, be a dear and do something for me, would you?
Sure.
Do you see that hodgepodge of plants over there? They're my prize seedlings. I had them perfectly arranged in that box, so I could easily move them about to catch the light. Unfortunately, Jane took all of them out when I wasn't looking. And now, for the life of me, I cannot get them back in the box, so that they all fit. Why don't you give it a try while I see about that crank? If we both succeed, we shall both be happy.
All right, we've got people asking for it to go longer, so I will keep going then. It's a lot of footsteps. Okay, thoughts on this puzzle. What do we think of this puzzle? I like it, but I feel like it can be a bit finicky with the lining things up just right. But otherwise, I like this puzzle. No, that doesn't fit. Okay, nothing fits there, so that seems wrong. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Let's try putting that in. What are we saying dang about?
Rock and roll, dear.
Well, we just really did all the sound alerts at once, didn't we? I need something that fits there. Nope, we're going like this. I love these types of puzzles, but like I feel like this needs to be a tighter fit down here. And oh my gosh, not this. See, I don't know. I would like it if I could play this game, but I only have a Mac or iPad. There's ways to do it. It's just we have to figure it out. Wait, how many points do you have, Susie? Told you I would. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Many, many points. I missed you looking to see what your points balance was, so I don't even know. See, I don't know how finicky this game actually is and how much of it is a personal problem because I want it to line up perfectly. and it just does not. I also know there's multiple solutions to this, but like, see, like it doesn't fit right. This doesn't really fit either. I am upset. Tori, don't you do it. This is, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Wonder if your Twitch account has more points than YouTube. Possibly. I don't know without looking. No. I don't like it. Nothing is even and lining up. Okay, this is a bit better. That's better. Okay, let's try to do this one first. This just seems wrong. Yeah, no, I don't. But then nothing fits there. This is a you problem. They will not be perfect. I know they won't be perfect. I'm just trying to figure out like the strategy here. So I feel like there's a lot of these that, like, no matter how I'm putting them, they're not really fitting in a way that seems like that's too big. This is too small. So I don't know. Like that can't go there. And if it goes there, then like that can't go there. None of it makes any sense. And see, that doesn't make any sense. Kalina made Best disappear. Excellent. I've been waiting for somebody to do it. I'm very pleased with that. I will have to go back and watch her VOD so I can see that. Okay, if I put that in that, no. Why it no work? Like I just keep ending up with weird amounts of space left that are just not really enough. Okay, so like, I don't think that can go there because nothing will fit there. We don't have anything skinny enough for that. So it would have to go this way. Well, it's not that you can't figure it out, but like, I don't know how to do it off the top of my head, for how to play it on Mac. So we would need the help of somebody who knows how to do that, which would not be me. Because when I had a Mac, I just only played the games that were Mac compatible because I couldn't figure out how to do it. Of course, at the time, I didn't have a bunch of friends who were really smart and know how to do these things. So we might have more luck with that now. And I think we're having more luck with this puzzle now. Do I see your love? Is that you making all the hearts everywhere?
There.
You got it. We did it. Okay. It's a bit convoluted. You basically add a program to your Mac that acts like a Windows computer, and that's how you install run it. Yeah, that's the gist. It's hard to watch a stream when you've never played it all before. Gotta catch the replay. Yep. Might be able to spot you some questionably qualified tech support. It's you sending the hearts. Well, thank you for all the hearts, Susie. I appreciate it.
Maybe I should try feeding
I
it
love that
something.
sound effect. Is there a second chance from this, or does it just smack
Yikes!
smack all the time?
Ow! Hey!
Given that Nancy says ow, the implication is that it's actually like scratching or biting Nancy every time you do this.
Ow!
Well, thank you, Susie. I appreciate it. It's very sweet of you.
Ow!
Smack smack. Okay. Well, there's a watering can. I just noticed that. I don't know where she's getting the water, though, because there's no water
Hello?
in the well that we can yell down. Okay. So chompy. Chomp. The cutest little chomper. That it is, indeed. The absolute cutest little chomper. What was I gonna look for? I was gonna look to see how to do a poll. No, I don't know. It looks complicated. Sending hearts to Susie. Okay, what time? Okay, so it's still just 11 in the morning. Your tuxedo cat chomps plastic, and we call him Chomper sometimes. I love that. So, let's go ahead and talk to Nigel while we're down here.
Ah, yes. Are you here from the agency? It's about time.
No, I'm Nancy Drew, a friend of Linda's.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee.
You sound
I'm
so
researching
disappointed.
The Penvillen family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Penvillens. Until now.
Why do you think that is?
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
I should try to do a newer game for my next playthrough so that maybe it'd be easier for my mom to play through it before the stream.
Family treasure?
For centuries, the Penvillens have been very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous treasure, or of some dark secret. There are several skeletons rattling about in the Penvillen closet. Take, for example, Eleanor Penvillen, tried and convicted of witchcraft in 1650, quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was rumored that Cromwell arranged the conviction.
But she wasn't actually a witch?
Who knows? Lady Penvillen was a rather vocal critic of Cromwell's policies and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually was a practitioner of witchcraft is unknown, although many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing strange, ghostly bells.
You'll never guess.
Some
Papa
even
Beat
saw
just said
phantom
I've played
hands
this game
floating
before.
about the manor, tolling their
He
charmed
probably has seen
chimes.
part of this gameplay before, because I've played this game about 100 gazillion times, because it was the second one I ever played.
You mentioned some kind of scandal with the Penvillen family?
Well, having a family member
really
burned
proud
as a
of
witch
this
can
fact,
hardly
apparently.
be considered a mark of pride, I dare say. And then there's the whole business with the Blackmoor beast.
Blackmoor beast?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many of the villagers reported seeing a strange beast with red eyes and giant fangs prowling the moors. They asked the mistress of Blackmoor Manor, Eleanor Penvillen, to put a bounty on the beast's head. But, oddly enough, she not only refused, she forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored that the beast was Eleanor's husband, whom she had cursed for finding out too much about the Penvillen secret.
Well, hello, Gooba and Jetpack. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Best Nancy Drew game, let's go. I don't know if I would say that it was like my favorite, but it is absolutely up there with like top 5 for me for sure.
When I was walking up to the house, I saw something with red eyes that called out to me.
Really?
When I
How
drew the
extraordinary.
stickers of this game, I titled my
Are you
drawing
sure
of
it wasn't
Nigel
just
the
jet
most
lag?
boring man
Positive,
alive.
and I heard it make this
Oh my
kind
word.
of growling sound.
Perhaps it
Not
was
the
the
goob
cursed
packs.
husband of Eleanor Penvelin prowling about the moors in search of lost Yanks.
Very funny. Who are all those paintings of in the Great Hall?
Those are the Penvelins who owned Blackmoor Manor at one time or another.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Valet!
This is your number 2 game. That's probably where I would put it if I had to pick. Like, I would probably, just going off the top of my head without thinking about it too much, I would probably say Shadow Ranch is my favorite, and this one is number 2. But I don't know if that's 100% accurate. It's just what I would say off the top of my head. LOL, Susie, I just realized how much Nigel looks like my ex-BF. Oh my word. Also drew Mrs. Drake kind of badly, so I titled her Mrs. Drake, but make her terrifying. Same brain. Yeah, it's a pretty solid top 2, I think, to have Shadow Ranch and Curse of Blackmoor Manor. I've done a tier list with all the games, but I don't know, it's so hard to try to pick favorites though, because I like so many of the games. You don't really know how to rank the games past Shadow Ranch being your favorite. That's fair. Okay, I was trying to think, so I think we should go ahead and regress time so that we can talk to Jane. I'm trying to remember, I think she gets out of classes at 2? Is that right? People ask me my top 5 and I just can't. Ugh, I know I love this one the most. So I've done a tier maker, and I think I've shared it before. So definitely Shadow Ranch and Curse of Blackmoor Manor are up there. I think for me, Ghost of Thornton Hall and Labyrinth of Lies are also up there. I do also really like Deadly Device. And probably it's not necessarily the top, but maybe like the step after that is, controversial opinion, Midnight in Salem. I know, everyone can just burn me at the stake, but I enjoy that game. I do. It's got a lot of problems. It's really derpy, but I like it. I like the fall vibes. I like the some of the cursed animations that are quite hilarious, and I like the drama. I live for the drama.
Boar's Head, this is Tommy.
Not this
Hi,
Susie.
this is Nancy Drew.
Judging me
I'd like
so
to order
hard.
some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
Let's
Can
have
I
the
have
dog's
the
eye
dog's eye?
in honor of
Just make
Kalina,
me
since
good,
she
Terry, right proud.
made
Uncle Fred and Johnny
Bess
Rubber?
disappear.
Okay.
Because that was the one she
All right,
requested.
then. We'll come round and leave it at your Rory.
Joe
Baked
is really cute in
potato.
that game. I love the Hardy Boys design in Midnight in Salem. I have a gnat flying around. Okay, let's go ahead and go talk to her. I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. Wrong fandom. Oh my word. The gnat is gonna drive me crazy.
Hi, you must be Nancy.
Okay, so she-
I'm so pleased you're here. I'm Jane.
I went in and I
I know
moved
you've
and then
come
she
to
talked
visit
to
my
me.
stepmom, but I'd love it if you could pop
But
by
she
whenever you
didn't
get the
necessarily
chance.
immediately talk to me.
Oh, we'll
Interesting.
have such fun. Let's play a game.
So Professor Hotchkiss and I were just pointing this out earlier, but she is definitely just like floating above the bed. And it's kind of hilarious because the bed just dips down and then she's floating above the cavern. It's quite funny.
Sure,
Okay,
Jane.
obviously we
What
have to
would you
play a
like
game.
play?
Let's play this card game I found in your room.
It's a
Actually,
constellation
it's Bridget's
match.
room. I mean, it used to be her room. I mean, she died like 300 years ago. You can see a painting of her in the Great Hall. She's the one with the telescope. Okay, so you have to match
me
up
more
a pair
Hardy
of
Boys.
constellations. I made all
I don't
the
like it, but
matches
the
in
fall
40
vibes are
tries.
undeniable.
Try to beat my record.
This is fair. This is very fair. You crave mid in the fall. Me too. Oh my gosh, nobody McBeat, are you related to us? Mom, that is my husband. That is Mr. Beat's username on here. So yes, he is part of our family unit. Sometimes I just stop and think how different the games are. Like, how did this company make so many amazing games and with such a relatively small budget compared to other companies? Honestly, this is such a good point. Don't get Papa Beat started on the she's a witch thing, because we'll have to recite the whole Monty Python routine. Susie, no, you did not dress as Jane for the costume contest. It's an illusion. Her large head is creating a giant shadow. Oh my word. She weighs more than a duck. Well, with that big head, she probably does weigh more than a duck. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I'm very much in the camp of if her wants more Hardy Boys in the games and less Bess and George, I'm a-okay with that. You know, that's fair. I really like the Hardy Boys a lot. I do think we need Bess and George back, but I think we need more Hardy Boys than we've had before. Like, I think having them in person even is a really good addition, and I like it. But I would love to see Bess and George back because it's been so long since we had a new game with them in it, and we need to have them back. I don't know if we would be able to get the same voice actors as like the last ones they had. I don't know if that's part of the reason why they haven't brought them back yet, but it's interesting. More in-game Hardy Boys and keep Bess and George's phone contacts. Yes, I love that idea. Because I love having the Hardy Boys in person and like swapping characters and all that. I think it's great. And honestly, I would guess that it would probably help the games as far as expanding the audience to bring in more diverse players if they have multiple different characters they get to play as. I would guess that would help a lot with that. And Bess and George are great phone contacts. I think it would be great, and that was something I missed in Midnight in Salem, that there wasn't as much of just having the phone contacts to call and ask for hints, and I missed that. So I will say that about it. Mama Beat says more the merrier. Yes to Bess and George, and yes to the Hardy Boys. Oh my gosh, yes, please. If Jesse McCartney would voice one of the Hardy Boys, I would faint. He is such a good voice actor. I see that more, Joe. Okay. What was that? Was that supposed to be getting timed or something? I don't know. Oh, no, it was this one. What is it, Suki? Oh no, there's that Corona. I'm gonna get canceled, aren't I?
You beat my score.
How did I beat your score?
That was fun.
I
but
paused
I'd
for
like to
like
ask you some
12
questions.
minutes.
Sure, what do you want to know? About Mummy? I mean, Linda. I do hope you'll help.
Yes,
She's been a bit
Rachel,
out of
we
sorts
decided to
lately.
keep going a bit longer by popular vote, so we are still playing. You sent me the oh my gosh. Okay, pausing everything. We have to see the picture of Susie dressed as Jane. I'm obsessed. Oh my word, I feel like I've seen this picture before. Oh my gosh. Oh Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if there's some way I can like kind of show this to you guys. I'm gonna have to fight like the glare and stuff. But there's Susie dressed as Jane. I love it. I love it. That's truly amazing. Thank you for blessing us with that. Absolutely phenomenal. Is your kitty's name Suki? Yes, my black cat who is right here next to me. Her name is Suki. You love the matching game. Ma'am, stop pushing things over. Yes, this is Suki. Say hello, Suki. She is very in the way. Not the Rona. That was in 2017 that you did that? Yes, here's the cat. She wants to be a part of things.
Do you know why she doesn't want to be seen?
I think maybe it's because of the lady in black. I was playing in Mummy's room when she wasn't there, and when I looked up, there was a lady all dressed in black putting something on Mummy's nightstand.
You were on top of my mouse.
Did you recognize the woman?
I couldn't see her face because she wore a cape with a hood. The lady put a note on Mummy's nightstand, but I didn't read it. That's when Mummy started feeling poorly. I don't want to think about that. Let's play a game. It will cheer me up.
Do we play another game? That is a question. I think we play another game.
What would you like to play?
Look inside the chest over there and pick a game.
Oh, we get to pick.
My great aunt said it's a hope chest, so I put my games in there in the hope someone would come over to play. We can
So
play
sad.
Bull,
This poor child has
Constellation
no
Match,
friends.
Petroglyph Punch, Skull and Bones, and I also have a jigsaw puzzle.
You
Okay,
sure have
guys.
a lot of games.
What are we playing?
I love games. I want to make computer games when I grow up.
Okay, what game are we playing? Do we want to do Jigsaw Puzzle, Petroglyph Punch, Skull and Bones, or Bull? We just did Constellation Match. We're not doing that again. Okay, play Bull, Skull and Bones. Some creepy lady left a note on your mummy's nightstand and you didn't read it. Honestly, valid question. Okay, we're getting a lot of petroglyph punches. I think we may go with that. I like this game,
How
and
about a game of Petroglyph Punch?
now that I have
a
a well-functioning computer, it's a lot more fun to play.
Get set, go!
My personal laptop it's very low spec. It has almost no RAM, barely hanging on, does basic things. And this game lagged so bad on there. Like not the Nancy Drew game, this particular like Petroglyph Punch lagged on that game or on my computer, and so I couldn't play it hardly. And it was so infuriating trying to get the glow sticks and not being able to play this game well at all. It was always a struggle. Oh dear, my eyes are crossing. Ooh, we got one of those. I think that's all. Got those. Sophie the dolphin, the things, the bathtub thingies. We got these. Whatever these bird thingies are, we've got some of those. Oh, guys, we need to do better. We need to do better. We got the hands. Oh, I can do a 4. Oh no, I can do a 5th. Oh, oh no. Dolphin. See. Oop. Got that. Okay, got a little bit of time. these funky looking things. Here we go. Nailed it.
Hooray! You've won!
Yeah, I think my cats are not necessarily antisocial, but like they have not had as much socialization around other people apart from me and my husband. So there's a lot of people that they're pretty skittish around. I don't know what it is, but my gray cat Yue is absolutely obsessed with my dad. And he will literally be using like power tools trying to build a shelf or something, and she will try to get like right up next to him. But then if I like open a trash bag, she's gonna run across the other side of the house, and it makes no sense.
Have you ever seen these before?
No.
So ask her
what
about the
are they?
goggles.
I was hoping you could tell me. I found them in the hallway.
I've never seen those before in my life.
Have you ever seen anything strange outside?
Uncle
Once
Roger's
I saw
toupee?
my Uncle Roger's toupee fly
Yes.
off during a windstorm. Talk about freaky.
I mean, have you seen a strange animal outside?
No, but I have heard weird noises like this. Howling. But not like a dog howling, more like something human.
I
don't
am
wanna
interested
think
to hear more about that,
It's
Professor
scary enough
Hotchkiss.
having to live in this
Saying as you've
gloomy
gotten older, the games
place.
have gotten more difficult. Yeah, I like Petroglyph Punch. I think it feels very... It has a simplicity to it that I think is really nice. If I were to pick my favorite, I would probably say... Well, when I was a kid, my favorite was definitely Skull and Bones. I still like that one a lot. But now that I'm older, I might even say the Jigsaw puzzle. It's kind of fun. But also like Petroglyph Punch. Yeah.
Do you think there's a treasure hidden around here?
I highly doubt it. I mean, if there were, wouldn't someone have already found it? When I asked Ethel about it, she said that it's the Penvillain name and heritage that should be treasured.
No, Mom, I'm sure that you could beat a Nancy Drew game.
The lady in black you saw in Linda's room, did she look like anyone you know?
Johanna,
I've
you
said
need to
before,
spend some
I couldn't
points.
really see her
You
face,
got a lot going on
she
there.
was kind of dressed like the lady
You
in the
are
Great
rich,
Hall.
my
Which
friend.
lady?
Eleanor. I know it sounds weird. That's why I didn't want to tell anyone. It's too creepy. Sometimes wonder if I just dreamed it all up. Mrs. Drake is always saying I have a rampant imagination.
Guys, I even have sound alerts that involve her. I have the no clothes stick for you one, and I have the one from Skull and Bones that you're gonna have to go dig.
Have you ever heard anything strange at night that sounds like chanting?
No.
Jane, did there used to be a telescope in my room?
Mm-hmm. I took it outside to look at the stars. But if you want it back, you'll have to play a game with me.
I knew you were going to say that.
Now that you know how the mini games work,
Okay,
instead of
what's the
randomly,
game?
chaotically clicking
Let's see how quick your reflexes
or typing
are.
things in,
I'll
it challenges
time
you more.
If you get the puzzle done in time, I'll return the telescope. If not, then you'll have to try
Only
again.
game worse for you is Barnacle Blaster and Car. Boy's been bad at it. So, at least with the levels you have to do to win the game in Haunted Carousel, like to beat the entire game, I didn't have
On
too
your
much trouble
mark,
with that.
get set,
But I know there's like
go!
a bunch more levels, and I have not done any of those, so those are probably pretty difficult.
5 minutes. No glow stick for you.
There you go. Such a bop. Just too many pieces in the way. That's not right. Oh, okay, that one goes there. That one does not go there. That one goes there. Boop, boop. Okay. That one goes there.
Four minutes.
Look into place. No. Wait, I can't. Oh, I don't have the other ones in the right spot. It was clicking into place. Oh my word. I was like, why is it not going
There.
into
You
place?
won. Good show. I'll put the telescope back in your room first chance I get.
I should get going.
Come back soon.
Oh, we never talked to Mrs. Drake about the Oh yeah,
I
that was
totally love that show. Isn't Brady
this was our
Armstrong
connection
so dreamy?
for why we were playing this
Total
was
hottie.
Brady Armstrong. I don't know about anyone else, but I would love to see like a little trailer or a teaser or something of that fictional show. I think it would
Looks
be
like
great.
you're learning some interesting stuff.
Bet you wouldn't say that if you were the one who had to learn it.
Learn, sing, discuss the Ballad of Bridget. Oh my gosh. Why is that so loud? It's so loud, but I want to get the Easter egg. Just close your ears, everybody. There, I lost count. Is that 3 times? The real chompers in this game. Oh my word. No! We girl boss too close to the sun. We crashed the game. Oh my word. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know when the last save was. Not super recent. Speed run. Yeah, we're gonna see here. Oh, I need to rearrange my stuff here. Yep, yep. I'm not even surprised. Unbelievable. Okay, so I don't know. Oh no, and it's this thing too where the key doesn't work for some reason I can't explain. Okay, so we just have to swap to this and you get to see my background. Okay, so what? Oh dear. So what have we done? Oh my gosh, we hadn't done.
I haven't done. That's done. Check. That. I'm finished with that.
We haven't done like the organizing the plants or any of that stuff, have we?
Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. I'm finished. Can't check that off till it's
We haven't
done.
talked to Mrs. Drake at all. Oh my gosh, we are so far behind. Okay. Audio is hot or something too. Am I having an issue with the audio? Probably not a second chance because I didn't jump in the plant. I don't think I can fix the crispy without ending the stream. So is that our sign that we should end the game now, and I'll catch up off screen? Might be what we need to do. I am actually kind of surprised it crashed. Take it as a sign to call it a night. Yeah, I think so too. Alright, I'm sorry. Sorry for the crispy. Regroup for next time, save often. Alright. On that note, we're gonna save. Nope. We're not gonna save. We're gonna save. It's not working. My shortcuts don't work. I don't know what's happening. So weird. Well, sorry for the crispy, but thanks for tuning in, you guys, and hopefully we will get some issues fixed for next time. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you have a good night. See you later.